Has anybody here heard of a 1997 book series called Harry Potter? Of course you have. Where are my book readers at? All right, how about movie watchers? Both. In Harry Potter, there are these creatures called Dementors. And Dementors are these scary, specter looking creatures whose entire reason for being is to find other living creatures and suck the joy and happiness right out of them. And you know when a Dementor is near because things get really gloomy, gets really cold, it starts to see your breath. And the defense for a Dementor is a Patronus. Thank you. I knew, Jose, I could count on you for that. A Patronus is a spell that a wizard will cast to extend their energy and to push a Dementor out of the way, to get it out of its immediate vicinity so that you can escape or banish it entirely. And it struck me that Dementors are a perfect analogy for negative thoughts. Right up into the point that to feel better after one of them gets you, you eat chocolate, which is effective, sure, but it's not super sustainable for your waistline. So it behooves you to practice your Patronus charm. Today's theme is New Year's resolutions. And my resolution this year is to help make the world a better place through my book, The Blueprint to Happy, which will be available on June 6th of this year. The Blueprint is a straightforward 6-step process that helps you retrain your negative thoughts into a preference for positivity, of which there are many benefits. We'll talk about that later. For right now, I just want to continue being nerdy with you guys and really dive into this whole analogy between Dementors and negative thoughts. To be a truly great wizard, you don't just wake up one day and are awesome at it, right? There's a whole school dedicated to how to wizard right. And enrolling in that school is kind of like the first step of the Blueprint to Happy. You have to declare your intent to have a more positive mindset. That means that you are going to dedicate your time, attention, and focus to being more positive. That's step one. Step two is to train yourself to notice when a Dementor is nearby or a negative thought. So Dementors, you look for the room temperature dropping. Negative thoughts, you're going to clue yourself into some physiological things, right? What's my posture like? Am I bent over? Am I tensed up? Am I speaking really loudly? Am I speaking really fast? Those are the things that can clue you in. Other things like mind reading, assumptions, the kind of words that you use to describe your experiences, those are all indicators that you might have a negative mindset looming near you, or you might even be in its clutches. So that's step two, train yourself to notice. Step three is to interrupt that negative pattern or that Dementor, and wizards interrupt Dementors with a Patronus. That's what they do. That's how they do it. In the Blueprint, you interrupt those negative patterns with things like battle breaths. 6-second inhale, 2-second hold, 6-second exhale. You can also do things like surrounding scan. What color is the wall? How does this carpet feel when I stand on it? All those things snap you right back into the present moment. And if that present moment is safe, then that creates some distance between you and that negative feeling to where you can escape it. You can move on to the next step. Steps 4 and 5 are kind of like how a wizard practices their Patronus charm. It means that you have to spend some time thinking about where you've been, what's inside of you, where is your happy, what is it that brings you joy. These are the things that wizards use to give power to their Patronus to be able to get out of that dangerous situation. So for the Blueprint to Happy, understanding where you've been and understanding the things that make you happy are key to this process, and it takes time. Step 6, repeat. As much as we all like to wake up in the morning and just be awesome, it does take some repetition. It is a numbers game. So all you need to do is practice this over and over again, and one day it will take over and you will be good to go. So put it all together and voila, you can now fend off Dementors and negative thoughts. I mentioned that there were some benefits to doing this. I only have enough time to tell you about one of the many benefits of having a positive mindset, but it happens to be my favorite benefit. And that is it helps you become a better problem solver. When you have a positive mindset, you are signaling to your brain and your body, I'm safe. I'm in a safe place. And when you feel safe, you have access to untold creativity. You can see all of the options in front of you. You're relaxed. The exact opposite of is true of negative thoughts. It triggers your fight or flight response. It narrows your focus because it wants you to deal with that threat. But if that threat is your everyday negative thinking, it gets kind of complicated. The reason this is my favorite benefit is because, I don't know, you guys might have noticed, there's a lot of problems in the world. And if my resolution is to help make the world a better place, I have a vested interest in helping build better and more problem solvers in the world. So, my book, as mentioned, will be out June 6th of this year. In order to pay for the very valuable and necessary costs to edit, design, market, to make sure it is successful and it does in fact help people, you need money. I'm running a Kickstarter this month in order to raise at least $4,200 to pay for half of the costs it takes to get there. And in sales, they tell you that the most direct ask is the best kind. So I would like to ask you to please support my Kickstarter campaign. There's a QR code up here. It's an all or nothing thing. If we don't reach our goal, there is no money paid out. And my last and final ask to you is that you please, this year, watch out for Dementors. Thank you.